You have survived a lot of things in crypto. You and I together, we're in the trenches, friends. Look what we survived, man. Sexy German ladies dumping on us. Bang, remember? Bitcoin, 55,000. And it was interesting, man. So many people from Europe, they were so embarrassed. They're like, you're an idiot. Don't do it. It makes no sense. Do you want to know why it makes no sense? Because they have a money printer. Like, why did you sell this coin? You could have just gone to your Excel sheet and just like changed the number on your balance sheet and just raise it up. Why did you dump? There was the Mount Gox dumping. Remember that? Oh, friends. Remember, friends, the point I'm getting to all of this is the bear market truly ends when you run out of sellers. It's got nothing to do with the buyers. You got to run out of sellers first, okay? So the Mount Gox dumping, remember all these? We had Silk Road selling. Remember all the government, all that lurking supply, man. We were trying to lick our lollipops the whole time. We're like, please, just let me enjoy my lollipop, please. We had Israel and Iran missiles. Oh my gosh. Back and forth. Just shut up, both of you, dude, please. We get it. You hate each other. Tell me something I don't know. It's been 2,000 years, man. Okay. We also had Japan's Pokemon Island with the Japanese yen carry. Remember, friends, Japan, their Pokemon Island went in crisis. And then now we have tokenized magic, Pika on Pulse Chain. You gotta understand, friends, I was so I was so depressed on that because you know what? You want to know why? Something I never told you. What added to the depression of like just that Japan yen carry was I've been hearing about it for like 11 years now since I started trading. It was always known, and everyone knew it was gonna blow up one day. It's like it's one of those things, man. It gets you skits. You know it's going to blow up one day. You can't predict it. And right when we needed crypto to go up, the Japan thing starts blowing up. I'm like, oh my God, this is it, isn't it? Been waiting 11 years. So many people have been destroyed trying to bet on that exploding. And they were wrong again. They were wrong. So that's why I was like, oh crap, it feels like. But it was like, but Bitcoin is like, it's too early in the cycle. But then again, it was like, hey, you see, friends, sometimes you just got to concede. Like, you just don't know everything and you can never know. You're not meant to know. You're just meant to believe. Right? You know what else we survived? This was crazy. You know the VIX, friends. If I show you the VIX, man, it hit 61. Look at that. The VIX hit 61, friends. It only hit this, man, period of time. In the last 50 years, this was like the third biggest, I think the third biggest in history. So right here, yep. My gosh, that's why I was like, it might be over, man. You got the third big, that's why everybody thought it was over, by the way. Why do you think the VIX hit 60? Because everybody, all the fund managers, they all knew, they go, we've been waiting for this thing to explode. They've been waiting longer than me, like 15 years. They're like, this is it. It's all in the news. It's all happening now. The stock market's been running up for 10 years. We got to go. And they were wrong. We also had to add on top of that the inverted yield curve FUD, which is still lurking. But there's some quirks with it. Remember Campbell Harvey, the guy who made it? He's a pro-crypto guy now. He's really bullish on DeFi, which is amazing. He was speaking about how, well, you know, because of the inflation and the yield rate expectations, we can only use the 10-year, the 3-month to 10-year yield curve. But that was the one, friends, that's the 100% strike rate. And everyone's using the 2-year to 10-year. There's all these quirks that go on, man. Like, it's just, it's nuts. We also had the rigging. We're all scared. Oh my gosh, if they rig the election. Oh man. All these moments now. Now they're just candles on the chart. We're done. We're actually done. I think we're now it's time for the bull, a proper bull. Like we've run out of buyers. I'm sorry, run out of sellers. Okay. We've just run out of sellers now. Okay. Doesn't mean people can't click sell. They can click sell. But I mean like looming background people that are still like waiting there to strike. You run out of sellers. Okay. For the most part, you're like, hey, what's left? What's left? Okay. That's why crypto, it's so crystal clear, friends. It's so crystal clear. You know, in the stock market, it's harder to measure these. You want to know why? They have $60 billion coming in every single month of DCA Ponzi money. That's everybody in America DCA retiring on the S&P. So every month there is $60 billion that comes in. That is big, dude. That's nuts. So yeah, there are people cashing out and selling along the way, but you have everyone's retirements. They're DCA buying every week. So I think it's 60 billion, or was it 19? It was one of these, maybe 16 billion. Maybe it might have been the number 16. 60 sounds like a lot. Either way, so the market goes down, but you just have these automatic DCA buyers. I want to show you something from, if we go back to the S&P 500, back when they were hiking rates in 2022. So this is interesting to look at. It was right here. So the S&P 500, friends, this was the start of our bear market in crypto. Okay, this was the end of 2021, NFT mania and everything up here. What happened was they were hiking rates, but look, if you go down here, look how long it took it was only down 3% from the high. Look at March 2022. Bitcoin was around 50% down from its high. You see that? So the S&P 500, friends, it was only, 10% from its high, and crypto was pretty much finished. Right here, crypto is literally dead here. You see? Look at this. That's why it's so hard. Look at these bounces and bounces and bounces. See that? Bounce, bounce, bounce. Those bounces, they're all the DCA money coming in. It's so hard. So even though these big events are coming, it's tough, man. There's no perfect cycle timing. It's just because there's people that don't need their money for the next 30 years. Crypto one day will be like that. But we don't have that. Why? Because the average person will no way in a million years think it's safe to put in all their DCA money for life savings into crypto. Right now, remember, friends, if you have a year's worth in crypto, you're like, okay, sweet. You believe, a year's worth. In the stock market, people have their all retirement. They have 20 to 30 years worth. So crypto is eventually going to get there. It will. Right now, it doesn't, though. That's why I'm going to play some nice angel music, because it will be floating away to the heavens with everybody else in a massive pumpy G bull market. Catching one friend at a time. Every friend matters, friends. Every friend matters. Now, remember crypto, man. Crypto Cobie, he put in $400. Now he's worth $1 billion from crypto. $400 he started with. He said he never inserted any other money until he had to DCA buy at the end of 2018 when Bitcoin collapsed after the John McAfee cycle. Okay, just showing you like the power of $400. There was no industry. It was just like, oh, I've got a couple of $100. I'll just throw it in here to test it. You see how much the industry's grown? So these are very, very powerful forces that are just showing that we've been growing the whole way and we've been going strong. And as I say here, now it's actually time for the real bull market, and this one just isn't in my pants. So all these things finally get cleared, and now now that we've run out of sellers, people on the sidelines start to come in because the prices are going up. Eventually, though, see those people on the sidelines? That's buyers. We will run out of buyers. We just don't know when. Could run 12 months. I mentioned to you a few times, friends, that's very, very possible. You have to believe. Shout out to my baby doll, Fifson. Fifson, yeet the rich Horsebane. Believe in something. Have everybody talking out here. Look, if it run for 12 months, at that moment of time, Q4, we're just going to look around, man. How high did we go? If total crypto is only 5 trillion at the end of next year, I'm not concerned. That's nothing, dude. That's nothing. Like we've earned our right to be 3 trillion. 5 trillion is nothing, man. I want to see I want to answer this for me, friends. What number of total crypto would scare you, or you're like, we're too high now? What's the number? I want you to know. I want you to think about that, because I think about that now. 5 doesn't. Right? Remember, we peaked at 3 in 2021. We peaked at 3. We're heading back to 3 now. 5 doesn't scare me. What about 10? It feels like we should be at 10. You know what I mean? But does that mean we hover from 10 to 5? Is that true euphoria? Could be. What if it shocked us and went to like 15? Okay, but here's the thing. If you're scared about 10, you'll never even see the 15. So that's why you and I are long and strong now with spot altcoins, and we're ultimately still going to make it. Everybody else has to accept lower returns. So for you have friends and family coming in, I know it's hard, but you have to be strong with them. You say, hey, I've been holding for 3 years. I get higher returns than you. You've been holding for 1 year. You don't get entitled to the higher returns yet. That's why they ultimately go into leverage and do stuff like that. But that's why there's a reason why this quick money and fast money, they're quick and fast, but they're like quick 2s and 3s, right? They're not like a big 20 to 30x. But ultimately, at the end of the day, like, I guess we'll see how the market plays out, friends. Still waiting for our exotic top singles. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.